This is a tough one. This one hits close to home, but I think it needs to be said. Why successful men struggle with women, love, and romance. I can't help but feel overwhelmed by an unending flood of self-proposed men's experts and gurus, each one peddling identical advice to men like a broken record. Looking for the woman of your dreams? Wanting to create a lasting, high-quality relationship? Desperate to rescue your marriage from the jaws of divorce, they shout, take these simple steps. Get rich, get ripped, get a better social group. But here's the deal. Such advice only adds value to those struggling in those areas of life. What about the men who've already reached high levels of professional success, exercise regularly, who enjoy a good income? These men are brushed aside, simply told to continue on this path that they've already been on for over a decade or longer. The irony doesn't escape me. Most of these so-called experts on men's dating and relationships are themselves chronically single. They struggle to attract and maintain relationships with high-quality women of real substance. Instead, they become skilled at attracting lower-quality women, which only strokes the fires of distress and disorder in a man's life, pushing him to shut out all women emotionally. They push advice steeped in their own path, earn more money, get fit, hang out with cooler people. Einstein hit the nail on the head with these guys when he said, you cannot solve a problem the same mindset that created it. I found truth in his words through my own journey as well. You see, for the past 10 years, I've navigated the choppy waters of dating and relationships, guiding men from all walks of life, from those making $50,000 a year to Ivy League educated doctors and CEOs whose companies rake in very significant numbers, 8 and 9 figures. More importantly, I've walked a mile in the shoes of these gurus and experts myself. I've worked tirelessly, building a flourishing business from the ground up. I got the twin-turbo luxury convertible and the stunning ocean view pad. I've invested years in cultivating a network with high-status men, leaders of their industry, never letting me play small in my own personal growth. And yet, with all these achievements, while fulfilling and serving as catalysts for great personal growth for oneself, they don't guarantee a high-quality relationship. Sure, you'll live a nicer life, but other men like this are single or stuck in a loveless relationship. Lower-quality women, emotionally unavailable women, are often easily dazzled by such shows of success, leading to toxic entanglements packed with infidelity, chaos, and stress, only perpetuating a vicious cycle. Elevate your money as your main value proposition to attract lower-quality women, which invites more chaos, which invites more pain into your life. I've borne witness to the plight of numerous successful men as they struggle fruitlessly to attract the women they truly desire. They resign themselves to a fate of discontentment and misery, their dreams left unrealized because they fail to grasp what I'm about to share. I've seen the light drain from their eyes as their hard-earned world shatter around them in the wreckage of a divorce, a painful reminder of the message they chose to ignore. As soon as this message is out, there are critics that will flood the comments with allegations of me being blue-pilled or beta or a simp. These are the men at the beginning of their stages of growth on their journey as men. Chasing excellence is likely what they need at this stage of life that they are in. And while I respect their journey, they're not ready for this message. Their minds at this stage cannot possibly fathom how traditional success and physical fitness won't solve their relationship challenges. They're pouring all their hopes placed solely on these factors, naively believing their dream woman is waiting for them once they achieve such goals. But the harsh reality is clear. Thousands, if not millions of men have tread this path only to find themselves still single or lacking high-quality women in their lives. But maybe those guys weren't successful enough and they needed to go harder and chase more excellence, you might say. Well, you'd assume the richest men in the world, Elon, Jobs, Gates, Bezos, would have nailed this, right? Well, lo and behold, they've all gone through divorces. Just think about that for a moment. The richest men in all of human history, still women leave them. Wait, what? But they're nerds, you might say. That's probably your argument. Not exactly sexy men, masculine men that women actually chase. Fair enough. Let's consider then that men who have won the sexiest man alive vote. Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, Tom Brady. What's the big reveal here? Well, they've all tasted the sweet tang of divorce and the struggle to be a part of their own kids' lives, even for some of them. Was excellence in these men somehow lacking? If you're still not buying it, how about this? Tom Cruise, Channing Tatum, Harrison Ford. I can keep going. All have had their hearts ripped out and bank siphoned to excess drained in court. We better stop here for the sake of our collective sanity as men. So now when we come back to the gurus and experts saying, hey, just chase excellence. If you go through a breakup or if you're not doing well in your relationship, just chase excellence. Just keep doing that. As the one-all be-all for men. What do they have to say now when I've just revealed that the richest men in all of human history and the sexiest men alive voted by women who are all successful in their own right still got divorced? Because the myth of the endless pursuit of excellence, doubling down on wealth and physical fitness, expanding your male social group will lead you to the promised land of successful relationships has now just been broken. Sure, it benefits you, allows you to splurge on finer things in life, to possess opulent homes and fancy rides, but it sure as hell isn't the super glue that makes a quality relationship thrive with a real woman of substance. If you're a successful, ambitious man who's found it hard to attract higher quality women more and more as time goes on, don't you kind of feel that it's even getting harder by each passing year? Or a man who struggles to sustain meaningful relationships or feel like you've settled, this message might just be your beacon of hope as you're probably scratching your head wondering, wait, so if money and great looks don't keep her, what will? I want to delve into the true desires of women and why men struggle to meet those desires, not the superficial claims that women make or the materialistic image painted by the corporate machines. Before I dive in, guys, this is a really powerful message that I'm about to share, so please give this video a like so that we can reach more people and make a difference together. It's time we stepped into the heart of the matter rather than focusing solely on making more money, bigger biceps, and luxury items. Number one, reality check. What women want versus what men think they want. I can already hear it. Andrew, you're not a woman. How on earth could you know what a woman wants? It's an honest question, one that deserves an answer before we begin. One, I've had the pleasure of interviewing hundreds of women, both offline and online on my podcast, not just any women, but those willing to open their hearts and minds, sharing their deepest desires and fears. Two, I've experienced the dance of romance with dozens of women, with each dance teaching me plenty of lessons. Three, my book, The Dating Playbook for Men, has found its way into the hands of over 150,000 eager men, indicating that they found value in my observations and experiences. I've been through the chaotic circus of dating, navigating the pickup phase, the short-term fling, the long-term relationships. I've tested everything I'm about to share with you in the field of love where theory meets reality. And each lesson is etched into my being with laughter and tears and joy and, of course, a lot of pain. What I've discovered after years of personal experience and thousands of interactions, it's simple yet profound. There is a big difference between what men think women want and what women actually desire and respond to. When a man looks at another man, the one with the physical looks, the successful career, and the ripped body, he thinks, that's a high-value guy. That's who I want to hang out with, or even who I want to be. That's who women must want too. And that's the mistake right there. Men often assume that what they value in other men is what women value in men too. Indeed, a successful, good-looking man will initially attract many women, but when it comes to a deep, lasting relationship, the allure of money and physical appearances gradually fades. They might serve as the spark to get the train moving, the interaction, the relationship, get it going, but they are insufficient to fan the flames of real, lasting love, loyalty, and a passionate romantic life. Yes, bulging muscles, a fast sports car, flashy modern home might earn you an entrance ticket into the grand show of romance, but once the curtain is raised, your true worth isn't in your muscles or material wealth, but in how you make her feel at an emotional level. Your money might make life easier, but it won't ignite passion. It won't foster a deep connection. It won't fill the void that craves for emotional safety, trust, and romance. And here's where men really stumble. They believe that if they could amass enough wealth, their dream woman would not only fall for them, but also remain in love, enchanted by the luxurious life that they provide, oblivious that her initial attraction, fueled by material wealth and time spent in the gym, will slowly fade. And what's left is the emotional connection that you have with her. It's either high or low. Money or your body or your social group does not move that. And here's the thing they fail to consider most. Successful, goal-oriented men men are not scarce to a high quality woman. Those are the only type of guys that she knows and surrounds herself with. High quality women, those worth sharing a life with, won't stay with a man because he out-earns others, has a faster car or bigger house. Because at the end of the day, a quality woman has plenty of successful men vying for her attention online and offline, all willing to spend equal or greater money than you. And once the novelty of your external offerings wears off, she will start longing for that unique emotional value that only you, the man she claims to love, can offer. And if you can't provide that, or ignore that, or neglect that, you're merely simply just going to be the flavor of the month or year, easily replaced once the novelty wears off, as she searches for a stronger emotional connection elsewhere. What matters more than anything to women is how you make her feel. It's about the emotional connection, the trust and safety, the laughter, the play, the moments of joy that you share. Many quality women would choose a man earning a good income but capable of stimulating her emotionally over a man making much more money but emotionally distant. Make no mistake, I'm not a cynic. I'm not telling you at all to abandon your long-held dreams of success, the drive for ambition, or the lust for a better life. Chase your goals with a huge, massive energy every day. Sculpt your body to the peak of human perfection and expand your wealth to the farthest corners of your imagination. Strap that gold watch around your wrist with pride. Feel the roar of a luxury twin turbocharged engine beneath you. Have pride and vigor in the pursuit of your dream life. Look, I get it. Celebrate these goals and achievements. Let them be a part of you, but only in the sense of your own personal growth, your individual journey for yourself. Allow them to elevate your pride and stroke the fires of yourself, because they are yours and yours alone. However, it's essential to understand that this wealth, this success, these tokens of accomplishment are not magic powers that can summon or sustain love for the long haul or create the depths of a meaningful relationship. They aren't the keys to the secret garden of enduring love and companionship. Know the nature of this divide and recognize it. The distinction is a profound one that all men must be aware of, especially those who are really goal-oriented and plan or already are very successful. Remember what these accomplishments can and cannot do. They can light up your life. They can reduce stress. They can allow you to have nice, fancy, big doors, but understand they aren't necessarily the beacon that creates enduring love or the glue that cements a profound, lifelong connection, especially for those men who climb the ladder of success but still find themselves lonely at the top. It's clear that money is not the solution to your relationship problems. The bitter irony is that obsessively chasing wealth in hopes of solving your romantic challenges may only deepen them. Fellas, before we get into the thick and thin, let me tell you that this message carries a profound resonance. I appreciate it if you could give this video a like, helping us touch more lives and create a ripple effect of change together. So let's have a quick reality check, gentlemen. What women want is vastly different from what men think they want. The formula seems simple, right? Understand what they want, deliver that, and voila. You pave the way for a successful relationship. Yet many of you find yourselves at a crossroads. You believe that you've deciphered what women want, but despite understanding this, and you may have already heard this message before, you're sort of left wondering why you still can't seem to deliver that consistently. And let me explain why. Number 2, the emotional sacrifice, the untold cost of male achievement in the pursuit of chasing excellence. Every day for years, I'm surrounded by a world that celebrates hustle, grit, and relentless drive. The mantras are everywhere: crush your goals, win at all costs, keep pushing. The so-called gurus and experts champion them. They paint an image of a man in the top 1% who has clawed his way to professional victory, and they make it seem like a vision of glory. What is not shared is the haunting cost it takes to reach that next level. It's not just about the sleepless nights, forsaken social life, or grueling work hours. That's all a part of it. But it's an emotional war, an internal battle where your feelings are the casualties. To climb that mountain of success, you must learn to cast aside your emotions, ignore your innermost turbulence, and build an emotional fortress to shield you from the onslaught of voices telling you at night to quit. When that is, for many, the rational and healthy, sane thing to do. For many is to give up.
You can't do this.
But we, as hungry, driven, and goal-oriented men, press forward, despite what our emotions are screaming at us to do every day. I've been there, a lone warrior on the battlefield. I remember my career crumbling all around me, every bit of discouragement and failure gnawing at my soul, but I soldiered on, using the bitter lessons of defeat to guide my ascent. Endless days away from home from my partner, the familiar yearning gnawing at me with each passing moment. Yet I focused on my professional duties, ignoring the ache in my heart, pushing through the homesickness. Personal losses tore through me like the unexpected loss of my father, shattering my heart. Yet there I was, piecing together a facade of composure for important business calls and presentations. My heart was breaking, but my face wore a mask of resilience. With every word of harsh criticism, both online and offline, stabbing at my soul, I learned to sift through the pain, to find something constructive amid the torment. I felt the sting, but I didn't let it consume me. I pressed forward. When I was at the precipice of decisions that could alter the course of my company, I felt fear gnawing at me, but I mustered the courage to make those calculated risks, my hands shaking, but my determination steady every single day. Exhaustion became my constant companion, my body screaming for rest after relentless days and longer nights. But I always powered through, tapping into some hidden reserves that I didn't know existed to meet these impossible deadlines. I've juggled work and personal life and romantic life, the sting of missed dinners and forgotten birthdays, carving a canyon of guilt inside of me. But I kept going. The brutal necessity of sacrifice echoes still inside my head. And honestly, that's just what it takes to stand among the 1%. That's the emotional toll that it extracts. As per the Stress in America survey by the American Psychological Association, to reach high levels of success requires an emotional blockage, a dissociation from your own feelings. You learn to sideline sadness, fear, anger, and confusion. Who wants those negative emotions, right? Who needs these when there's a mountain of goals to be conquered? But there's a fatal flaw in this logic. When you suppress your negative emotions, you inadvertently stifle your ability to experience positive emotions too. As cited in The Cost of Hiding Feelings by Sigal Barsade and Olivia O'Neill, this emotional numbness transcends to joy, happiness, elation, and excitement too. You don't just get rid of the bad ones. I've been there too. I've worn that poker face, relentlessly charging towards my goals, even when every cell in my body cried for mercy. I've hit milestones, reached ambitious goals, only to set my sights on the next one without pausing to rest. No matter how much I won, it was never enough. There was always another summit to conquer and someone always better than me. And yes, there's nothing wrong with having the grit of a battle-hardened warrior. There's nothing wrong with pushing yourself to see what you're capable of, unless you reach a point where you lose touch with your emotions altogether. That's when you scar your soul. And this scar has a name coined by Dr. Emmanuel Sifnios from MIT and Harvard Medical School, alexithymia. From the Greek, a for lack, lexis for word, and thymos for emotion, meaning lack of words for emotions. Essentially, it captures the profound struggle in encountering, recognizing, and distinguishing and verbalizing emotions. It's an inability to articulate your emotions and to respond well to the emotions of others. I've seen successful men, those embodying the traits of a real hardened warrior, a competitor, a high-performing man who will do whatever it takes to win, become champions at this, alexithymia. They've unknowingly mastered the art of suppressing their emotions, wearing a mask, all in the name of winning. But here's the cost. I shared earlier that what women value the most in men is emotional connection. But with alexithymia, this emotional handicap can cripple your ability to offer the very thing required to maintain and grow a romantic relationship, to form deep connections, to share intimacy, and to fall in love with the woman that you crave. In your pursuit of winning externally, professionally, in the boardroom, you may lose the ability to win in the bedroom and experience the love of a high-quality woman in the long term. That's the tragic irony success gurus never told you, whom all actually fall into this category and would benefit from understanding this rarely discussed concept. I'm not saying all successful men are devoid of emotions, but many of them prioritize professional success at the expense of their emotional intelligence and romantic connections. Remember, the deep emotional connection that women desire is what separates you from other men, especially when faced with the decision of staying with you or choosing the new guy at work who makes her feel seen and alive. That connection often becomes a casualty on your path to professional success. Without emotional awareness and the ability to connect deeply, a woman can't feel safe. The intimacy, passion, and romance dwindle, leading to a chasm that could eventually end the relationship. And there it is. The raw, unvarnished truth behind the illusion of success hides a harsh reality that no one dares to acknowledge. For many of us men who have relentlessly pursued our goals, we've paid a silent price, far steeper than we have ever anticipated. In our quest to conquer our monthly, quarterly, and annual goals, we've unwittingly forfeited the most human part of us. The ability to feel, truly feel, has been lost along the way. The delicate nuances of emotions, deeper connection, the gentle ebb and flows of intimacy have become foreign to us. We've forgotten how it is to ride the roller coaster of our hearts, to experience the thrill of peaks and the dread of the emotional valleys. We've lost touch with the language of emotions, a language that allows us to connect deeply, to share, to understand, to see, to feel, and to be understood, and for your lover to feel the same. These are all prerequisites for any lasting relationship. But it isn't just our emotions that have been dulled. We've also lost our ability to perceive her emotions, to sense the silent sighs, the unspoken words, to look her in the eyes and know that she feels emotionally distant and unsafe, to feel the soft tremors of her heart yearning for attention. The woman beside us has become a beautiful mystery, her emotional world a labyrinth we no longer know how to navigate. The numbness has seeped into every part of us. It has robbed us of the ability to experience love in its purest form, to bask in the glow of shared passion, to lose ourselves in the intoxicating rhythm of romance and love. Often we mask our pain through the fleeting moments of sexual pleasure, where we momentarily experience intense emotions. However, these experiences are ephemeral. For many women, sex is predominantly an emotional journey. Therefore, if she doesn't feel emotionally secure, acknowledged, and truly heard prior to intimacy, these encounters may not strengthen your connection with her as you might hope. We move through life like specters, our hearts encased in ice, untouched by the warmth of love, unswayed by the magic of passion. In an effort to succeed at the highest levels and face fear, risk, and failure straight in the eye every day for years, we've been turned into unwitting ghosts, trapped in a limbo between the world of success we've conquered and the world of emotions we've become a black belt at silencing. Consequently, we find ourselves in a state of constant wandering, outwardly successful, but inwardly empty, externally accomplished, yet internally unfinished. In our undying quest for achievement, we've lost touch with the essence of genuine living, authentic feeling, and sincere loving. We've forgotten how it is to be truly alive. Thus, we revert to our most familiar coping mechanism. A sense of insufficiency creeps in, leading us to question our self-worth, and our instinctive response isn't to seek help in this area. We resort to what we know, exert even more effort, and push ourselves even harder in the realm of making more money, getting more fit, and expanding our network. This instinctive reaction only adds fuel to the fire, and I'm about to share why. I hope this content is providing real value for you. I'm about to share some real groundbreaking insights in this next section, so please give the video a like to help it reach a broader audience, enabling us to make a significant difference together. Number 3, success breeds entitlement of women, loyalty, and love. I've spent years of my existence climbing the steep ladder of success. I thought that this achievement, this power would bring her, the dream girl, into my life as if by some sort of magnetic pull that she couldn't resist, only to find myself alone at night, wondering why the men with lesser success, those with less money, power, status, and fitness, are holding hands with the women that I desire when I go out. It was as if all these years of chasing excellence was supposed to be this golden ticket that brought me to a world of great romance and respect and intimacy and sex. But here I was, standing with my golden ticket in hand, all worn out, wondering why the gates weren't opening. I'd invested my everything into achieving success. I've sacrificed so much. I've gone through so much pain and suffering. believing that the universal law of attraction would work in my favor. How naive I was to listen to those influencers who led me astray. The dream girl was nowhere to be found. The reality I learned was a far cry from my assumptions. Love and attraction aren't trophies to be won. They aren't prizes that can be bought with a well-toned body, a fast car, a hefty bank account balance, and traveling to luxurious places. These are relationship skills that you must possess. They are delicate, demanding, and require intentional nurturing, much like learning to play a beautiful melody on a guitar. No amount of making more money or fitness or nice car or expanding your social network can make up for a lack of skills to build a strong romantic connection with a woman of substance and quality. The material wealth one possesses does little to influence a woman's emotional world. So excelling in this game necessitates comprehending the art of building emotional safety, nurturing trust, fostering intimacy, understanding the crux of attachment theory, setting firm boundaries, communicating effectively, making her feel seen and heard, and meeting her needs while unflinchingly defending your own. Fascinatingly, none of these skills can be harnessed by pumping iron, taking cold showers, attending military-style boot camps. A special forces soldier is training for war. That is not necessarily the type of energy that you want to bring into your relationship. In fact, studies show that in the special forces or in the SEAL teams that the divorce rate is extremely high. These skills that many of these gurus and leaders teach, make more money, become a mixed martial arts fighter so that you can be more attractive to your partner. These paradoxically are the very things that certain influencers encourage in their rhetoric on the pursuit of chasing excellence. The realization was a bitter pill to swallow. I had poured everything into my career and success, failing to see that I was neglecting the one thing that mattered the most, the romantic relationships. I had ignored the need to work on myself, to delve deeper into the realms of my emotions, to understand how to be a better partner and a better lover and a better communicator and a better human being. I was willing to die on the battlefield of success, but I wouldn't spend more than 10 minutes to make my relationships and my emotions and my feelings and my partner's emotions and feelings a real priority. So here I was, a successful man lacking the one skill that mattered the most, the skill to be loved and to love. It's time to acquire skills that directly influence one's success in relationships, just like we do in our career or fitness. And for me, this marked the beginning of an entirely new chapter in my life, imbuing it with an enhanced sense of purpose. It was a journey of discovering and integrating my inner lover with the rest of my capabilities and life experiences to truly progress into my full potential as a man. Ultimately, what truly matters is doing the hard inner work on myself to show up as a powerful, grounded man, emotionally resilient man, and capable man as well, successfully and professionally. It's about tapping into my emotions without letting them control me, redefining my worth as a man from the external and into the internal, and embracing the discomfort of building the relationship I want with myself and my lover. Because as it turns out, the key to love isn't found in the weight of a man's professional success, but in the weight of my emotional connection to those I claim to love. And since going on this journey, I have found myself in so much better relationships, full of connection, of intimacy and love. And I have found that relationships are not this source of pain and drama and chaos, but that is more so a reflection of your relationship with yourself, if that's what your love life looks like. And doing the work inside as a strong, grounded man without losing my ability to go out and crush it and accomplish my goals and still be fit and still go make more money and expand my social group with amazing people. It's not one or the other. You can have both. You just need to have a strategy on how to do that. So If this has resonated with you just even a little bit, then I invite you to click the link in the description to check out a training that I put together on the exact step-by-step process that we use here at Knowledge for Men, which has helped over 10,000 guys through that training reclaim their power and reconnect with their inner lover. From here, build a much higher quality relationship and honestly become the man that you've always wanted to be. So click the link in the description, or you can go to knowledgeformen.com/AX. knowledgeformen.com/AX. Gentlemen, if you found this information valuable and you believe that other men could reap benefits from this message, please smash that like button so together we can raise more awareness about this critical topic and bring about a significant change to men and women around the world. This is really about reducing pain in the world and increasing fulfillment and happiness. So hit the like button, share this video with a friend who might benefit from it, okay? And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you can stay updated. I've got some really cool game-changing videos, right, coming out. Like, I pour my heart and soul into these for you guys. There's a lot of prep work that goes into this, a lot of post work. So you don't want to miss out on what I have coming out for you. Stay tuned and I'll see you guys soon.